Hey guys, it's Becky. I am back with another process video. Today I am going to be using some Felicity Jane papers for my layout and also embellishments. Right here I'm showing you the ones that I'm going to be using. On this particular layout I did not use a sketch. Right there I was showing you, hey, I'm going to cut out these frames, and I also end up cutting out some of the florals that were on that floral paper. This paper right here is going to serve as my background. So at first, I'm just going to be playing around a little bit. I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want this layout to be. I have 6 photos that I want to put on here, and I knew I wanted to use those frames. I swear, every time a frame paper comes out, which is pretty often. I know in Maggie Holmes collections, there's usually one in every collection. This was a Felicity Jane paper, and there's one I can't resist cutting them out. So on this particular one, I was just arranging them on the background and arranging some of those florals that I also fussy cut out, just playing around, just trying to get an idea of what I wanted. Like I said, I did not use a sketch for this, so I'm just kind of playing because I don't have an idea really of what I want to do. I just wanted to use those frames. Well, these photos that are right here, these are photos that were taken off of a wall at a Catholic high school. My cousin had went to the closing of this high school that generations of my family had went to. I didn't go. I got out of Catholic schools after elementary school. So junior high was public and high school was public. But like my older siblings, they did go to this Catholic high school as well. But anyways, when the high school was closing after 100 years, my cousin and my aunt went to the closing, and they were taking photos of family members that they saw on the wall. When the students would graduate, they'd put their senior photos on the wall. So I have photos of a few uncles and my grandma and my aunt and my mom on this page. Okay, right here I went ahead and pulled out the Dilutions paint in white, and I am going to use my brayer and just kind of spread it around. The grain of this particular paper was a little bit dark, but the opposite side I didn't want to use because it was a little bit bright. So right here I'm just going to kind of dull it down a little bit. In the end, you can tell a little bit, but not a whole lot, so it didn't really add too much to it after I put the photos down on the page. I am also going to go ahead and put some of it on some of the paint on that mat and mix it with the water so I can do splatters. Right there, that paintbrush I used just had a little bit of pink on it, so it contaminated my white. So I was just scooping out what it contaminated, and now I'm gonna start fresh. So I didn't want any pink, in that white. All right, so I am using this big brush for the splatter. So they're nice. They're fine. They're very fine splatters. And again, you aren't going to see a whole bunch of them in the end, but it was fun to do. And I do love pulling out that brayer. You guys know I love that brayer. I don't use it very often, but I do love it. Okay, so here's where I'm trying to decide what I want to do with the photos. I'm going to layer some of them up. Actually, all of them get layered up on different photo frames. At first, I took out these Tim Holtz stickers. And what I did was I put on the sticker what the relation is to me. So this one right here is my Uncle Jackie. So right here at the top, I'm spelling out uncle. And like my Uncle Tony, I'm going to spell out great uncle. And then Sister Mary Ann, I'm going to spell out great aunt. So then when you're looking at this, you can see what the relation is to me because it's in my album. But on my mom's photo, I am going to use some white puffy letters that say mom because, she holds the importance, right? I did print off a article that was in the Leavenworth Times that talked about Xavier, the high school Immaculata Conception is what it was actually called. They were talking about the school closing, and I did print that off, and the title of that piece that was in the paper, it was The End of an Era. So that's what I went ahead and made the title of my page. I will probably take that piece that I gotten from the paper and put it maybe on a 6x12 or something that will go along with this. I did leave a spot at the bottom for journaling, which I have not done yet. So here I'm going to go ahead and start layering up my photos with some background. Now, like I said, these are photos that were taken of photos that are hanging on the wall. So a lot of them do have reflections on them. They're not great, but I'm okay with that. Those gold letters that I use for my title are from the Felicity Jane kit. I've got those now in black and gold and white. I think they are fabulous. You don't really have to add extra adhesive to them, which I love. On this one, I think I did on some of them because I had the acrylic paint down, but normally you don't. It's not like the American Crafts stickers where you have to add extra. I'm going to tell you this. So I've gotten 3 kits from Felicity Jane so far as a subscriber. I've bought one-offs in the past, you know, over the last couple of years, but right now I'm at kit number 3 as being a subscriber, and I have not gotten anything in any kit that I looked at and I was like, no, I'm never in a million years going to use this. I've loved everything I've gotten. Now it is taking me longer to use those kits. I am scrapping a little bit less, but also they just have so much stuff in them. And a lot of the things are pretty unique. On this page, this particular kit, I can't remember what the kit was called. I did show you the papers, so you might have seen that. But there were these layered butterflies, and they had 3 different sizes. There was big, medium, and small. The big ones were the pattern paper kind of butterfly, and it had vellum butterfly on top, and they were stitched down the middle. And then the medium and small were just vellum and pattern paper mixed together, but there was enough to layer them on your own if you had wanted to. On this layout, I am going to use 4 of the vellum butterflies. They don't really add a whole lot because they're vellum. They're just soft and pretty, but there are going to be 4 of them scattered around the page. And I am still layering up these photo frames. I don't usually keep everything in, but on this one I just decided to for whatever reason. You know what? The other day I was watching YouTube because I like to do that. Oh, and by the way, have you seen how all those YouTubers are getting together and they're doing how to kill a kit with style? I'm not doing it, but there are several YouTubers doing it, and we're going to have a lot of inspiration coming at us from those, and that's really exciting to me. My watch later list on YouTube is probably about 1,000, but maybe I'll be probably adding more to that with those videos, but I'm really excited to see what everybody does. Also, if you look at, like, say, maybe Christina's videos, they have them listed, the people who are doing the kill a kit with style. So there might be some YouTubers in that list that you haven't discovered yet, and I would encourage you to check out at least one of them, and you know, at least one of the videos so you can find that list, because there might be YouTubers in there that you have not found yet. It's like we are getting flooded with all these scrapbooking YouTubers, and I love it. I love it. Okay, so I have been on this double-sided sticky tape kick lately. That's what I'm using on this. This was a die cut piece out of the Felicity Jane pack, and I'm putting that down right there. Right here's a banner. It just has hearts on it. I'm going to put that under Uncle Gene's photo. And you saw I put a flower there as well. Now, I did pick out some pieces that I thought I had wanted to use on here. That one right next to Mom's photo, it says, "Without change, there would be no butterflies." That's why I added those vellum butterflies I'm going to add here in a minute. But it was a change because the school was closing, so I thought that was pretty awesome. And so I'm just going to tuck in some of those flowers. Most of them are fussy cut. The one at the top left, which isn't there yet, but it will be, and the bottom right, those are actual die cuts. The other flowers are just flowers that I had fussy cut out of a piece of paper that coordinate with these. They actually look the same, only not as thick, right? And then this kit came with these little circles, so I am going to use 3 of the circles. The one I just put down there, that's my journaling is going to go down on that bottom block, and so I put notes. This one right up there by Grandma's photo, it says favorite photo. That was my grandma when she graduated high school. That's pretty cool. It could be a favorite photo. And then I am going to put another one down there on my aunt, Sister Mary Ann's photo, because her photo actually says class of 92. And so it's kind of like about the school, right? And it says this place. And I thought that was a good one for her photo. So I'm going to put that one right there. Up there at the top left on Jackie's photo, I put a little label. It says remember. Now, I don't know why I pulled out that glue pen. Well, actually, I do know why. I couldn't find my bottle of glue, which I'm going to stop for a minute and find it, because that's a Martha Stewart glue pen, I think. And I had ordered several of these. They don't work super well. They don't hold. Nope, it's not. It's a Zig memory system glue pen. To me, it hasn't really held very good. I'm still going to continue to use it because I have it, but maybe I didn't use enough. You know, maybe I just used too little, and that's why it didn't hold the pieces that I had put down with it. All right, tucking in some more flowers around there. I'm almost pretty much done with this. I am going to pull out some Heidi Swap Color Shining Gold and give that a splatter around the page. Now down there at the bottom, I put down that black label. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to write on that yet. I can't stamp it with a date, really, because all these photos are different dates. Well, I mean, I can. Maybe I'll stamp it with the date of the school closing, possibly. I haven't really decided on that yet, but I do have the label there for me when I make that decision. I still have to go back and do the journaling like I had said previously. Here's where I'm putting down those butterflies. I use that really, really thin double-sided tape, the red one, and I just cut a tiny piece off and put it in the center of each of the butterflies and put those down. This tape I got, it's called Hercules tape. It's a permanent double-sided tape. I thought I ordered one. I got it at one of the big box stores online, Joann's or Michael's, I'm not sure which one. I ordered one roll because I wanted to try it out. No, I didn't. I ordered 12. So I am playing with that tape a lot. Okay, so I'm splattering this around the page. After I do that, I don't do anything else to this layout. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.